Hmm. What'd you say, cousin?
I'm running it.
All right,
Hold
let's
on.
go. What you got?
Hold on. The fuck? Oh, I know what's going on. Hold on. Why my
She not
intro ain't
African
pop up on
girl.
my shit yet? Hold on, dog. My shit ain't never. Drink with your boy. What it do?
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Well, who we got? One more person finna come in the room. We're gonna get
It's
started
supposed
without
to
him, though.
be. Yeah.
We're gonna get started without him. You know what I'm saying? Who we got on the stage? We got Miss Brittany. Brittany, where you from? Tell
From
everybody where you
Houston,
from.
Texas.
Each time. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Tasha, where you from? Tasha, where you from? North side. Both of y'all from Acres Home, Fofo?
Agnes Home, Texas, baby.
Square
Is what
business.
it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? So you know this topic right here got a lot of adolescents in Acres Home that make mistakes when they're young, right?
Hmm.
Ooh,
So y'all see, we got should a 15-year-old be certified as an adult?
nope.
Now, no, okay, hold on. Watch this. Tasha, you say no too, right?
I'm with the no.
All right. Now we know, you know what I'm saying. This is a Caucasian kid. I don't want to put no race on it, but I don't think you got black people do crazy stuff too, though. But this situation right here, 15-year-old girl from Mississippi will spend the rest of her life in the penitentiary when a jury found her guilty of murdering her mother. Now, the
Mm.
reason why she murdered her mom was because her mom took away her vape pens and
Oh
she wasn't
wow.
feeling it. She wasn't feeling it. So I come back to y'all after hearing that and say, do y'all still stand on should a 15-year-old be classified as an adult?
No,
Mm-mm.
Give me
not
a
at all.
reason. Let me
Brittany,
ask
you
you.
want
Let
to
me
go
ask y'all both
first?
a
Or you?
question. Let me ask y'all
Mhm.
both a
Okay.
question. Did y'all lose y'all virginity before y'all 15 years old? I mean, look, I'm
No.
not saying. It's the reason why I'm saying this now too.
I was
Was y'all doing?
15.
Y'all was doing grown shit.
I
I
lost
started.
mine at
I
15.
started at 16.
So you knew what you was getting into,
Yeah, definitely.
right?
Me, no.
Okay. I kind of agree with that. I'm gonna say this. I don't think a 15-year-old mind is not fully developed at that.
I agree.
But if you was 15 years old, y'all both of y'all, you got. I know Tasha got boys. You got any boys? You got
I
kids?
got I got boy and girl.
Okay, so how old your boy is?
He 13.
13. So do you think that I'm gonna just say when I was 15 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
A motherfucker couldn't kidnap me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna like I ain't just saying you just couldn't, but like we're gonna get out there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be hell to
Right.
pay if you run up on me trying to kidnap me.
Right.
Right.
So with that being said, it's like, damn, like do you know what you doing really? 3 years from now, you're gonna be an adult.
No, you don't know what you're doing at 15. At 15 years old, I can say I'm gonna speak from my opinion and my experience. You know what I'm saying? At 15, I ain't no shit. I thought I did, but
I
only for me to be 34 now on some dang, I should have listened.
I agree.
I'm gonna
I
say
wholeheartedly agree.
I got charged as an adult at 17. Now I know it's not 15, but I could say even at 17, my mind was not developed where it is now. I had no emotional control, nor did I have the tools or the people around to teach me emotional control because most of
Mhm.
them are 70, 80 years old, 60 years old, and they still haven't mastered emotional control. They literally respond to life out of their feelings.
Yeah.
So, a 15-year-old
Yeah.
that's not being properly taught, on top of the emotional instability, and let's just throw a couple of mental issues in there because we know Similac doing something to these babies. And ADHD is hell now.
Man, look.
So,
McDonald's, all kind of shit.
all kinds of stuff. So you got to look at the surroundings of that individual. Now there are 15-year-olds who know better. Some people are wiser than others. 9 times out of 10, they had the guidance to get them there. There was a mentor somewhere, always in their ear.
Let me ask you this: would you
Yeah.
kick your 15-year-old son out the house? What do your 15-year-old son have to do to get kicked out the house? When you just tell him, get out, I want you out my house.
Oh man, I don't think there's much. I could take a lot as a parent.
Yeah.
I know what I'm here for. I know
Right.
what I'm. Now I will like if he gets to the point of cursing at me, being violent towards me, or coming at me with any sort of malice, that's different. If he's 15 and having an emotional moment out of his control, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna sit down and talk to him. I taught my boys to communicate. The
Yeah.
only one that knows how to press my button like that is that oldest one.
Look, check this out. So look, let's talk about this chick right here. So I don't want to just play the video like that. I'm gonna play a little bit of it though. So this her right here, she checking to see where her mama at. That's her walking to see where her mama at. Right? Bam. Now I guess she done found her mama, and then she ended up killing her mama. Now watch what she do after this. Hiding the gun. The gun is behind her back because she know the camera is right there. This is her 15-year-old brain. Then she sits down and she gets on the phone. Now she's texting, right? Guess who she's texting?
Ooh.
She's texting her stepdaddy. And the text she sent to her stepdaddy was, honey, when are you coming home? So I'm taking it that she's playing like she's her mom to try
She's
to lure.
creating her alibi.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So then her stepdaddy comes to the house, and guess what she does? She tries to kill her
Good.
stepdad, but then it was unsuccessful. She tried to kill her stepdaddy, but it didn't work.
Mm.
And ended up shooting him in the arm.
Mm.
Who is that? D Nolan. So look, so she ended up shooting her stepdaddy, but she ended up shooting him in the arm, or whatever. So it wasn't successful. Now,
Hmm.
with that being said, this 15-year-old then thought of all of this
Mhm.
and killed her mama. Like, come on, bro. Like, you killed your mama?
Yeah.
Man and Jake, it's D Nolan.
Hey, Darren
What it
Nolan
do?
just jumped in.
How's it going? God is just. I'm
So
gonna
you
say
know,
this.
question we got on the flow is, should a 15-year-old be certified as an adult? What's your take
I'm
on that?
I'm gonna say this. I'm an engineer, a scientist of sorts. The brain isn't fully developed until the age of 25. That's why when they go to college, they have to have. When they go to dorms, they have like overseers and everything. If children they need parents and they need guidance, they'll be like other animals, and they will be pushed out the nest early. There are certain developmental things that need to be taken in consideration, and Not only just that, but there are certain decisions that need to be made that cannot be made until you experience life in a certain capacity to give you experience. There's a difference between education and wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience.
Mhm.
And with that being said, 15 years is no experience at all. You have not experienced life. You have not experienced a lot of things that can give you the understanding that equips you with making the decisions that need to be made with certain things in life. Yeah, and we all can say on this platform right now that when I was 20 years old, and if I had the mindset that I have right now, there are some decisions that I
Ooh.
would have made different because of the simple fact we don't think the same. And I can say this as a 40-year-old man. There are things that I've done when I was 20, I would not have done when I was 25, and 25 to 30, 35, and so on and so forth. So,
Exactly.
hell no, they shouldn't be considered as an adult. They need to learn. The thing is, this new age of thinking and and acceptance, and not to become a political, but that's why I don't really too much lean towards the democratic way here because I'm not okay with a child being able to decide their gender at such a young age because there's so much developmental things that need to be taken into consideration scientifically that
Yeah.
they have yet to reach. So with that being said, hell no, a child should not be considered as an adult. My twins are in college right now. I pay their bills. I pay their rent. I do everything that needs to be done. You know why? Because they are not yet. They've been taught finances by me, but at the same time, they have yet to reach the critical point of decision making that will make them make the sound decision of better, you know, aiming their life towards co- becoming better citizens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fuck
Mhm.
no, they don't deserve. Listen, when we grew up, I don't know how many of you guys are close to the age of 40, but when we grew up,
Think we out there?
a child, we couldn't be in a room with adults when they are talking.
Mhm.
Correct.
It, simply
Oh,
because we knew that they could not understand and ingest a lot of the things that have been said without dealing with it in a inexperienced mind.
Hmm.
right.
I
That's
agree.
Yeah.
that's
I
facts. That's
that's
facts.
deep. I agree.
That's fact. So
I
look,
think
check this
that
out. Oh,
yeah.
go. I ain't go. Let me cut you off. Go.
I think that there needs to be mental issues checked out in the baby, but to take a whole life away from something she can change from, change is constant and it's ever evolving. If you stop changing, you're dead. So
Hmm.
10 years from now, she's not going to be that same murderer. She's going to either be worse or better. But I think
Facts.
we need to allow time to give us that vision instead of saying, "Oh, you just out of there, kick her to the curb."
Check
Right.
this out.
Right.
Check this out. What y'all think about this? So we're gonna talk about Texas. In Texas,
Hmm.
juveniles can be certified to stand trial as an adult if they are accused of serious crimes as murder, which is what we're talking about now, or aggravated sexual assault. The decision to seek certification is up to the juvenile prosecutor handling the case and must be granted by a juvenile judge after a hearing. So I'm showing that to show that who I we all disagree with that, right? But
Right.
Right.
obviously, there's no vote on it because your hands is in this individual that can have a biased opinion, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. Like our hands are just right strictly in the government. We don't really have no say so of right and wrong. Because I agree with what you said, uh, uh, D Nolan, about what you did in your 20s, you wouldn't do in your 40s. I feel like,
Mhm.
shoot, what y'all think about this? At the
That
age of 40, I feel like everybody's credit should be wiped and you get a clean slate. Because if that's the case, we all was ignorant and didn't know. So it's like now, if you at the age of 40, you know what I'm saying? You should know better by now. So what we're gonna do as a government, we're gonna wipe you clean. And if you mess up from here on out, then you're on your own. What y'all think
I'm
about
I'm
that?
gonna I'm gonna say this. Look, it's a catch 22. Just being a historian, I'm gonna say this. One, in the black community and in the school systems, we're not taught about credit until we get it. But on the same note, credit wasn't created until really the 80s, and it said the early 80s, and it was basically pretty much a catalyst for the central banks to gain more money. But when it comes to credit, I feel like we as adults and we as older people in our 40s should be ready in our children. Although our school systems, we can't rely on our school systems no more, nor
Not at
could
all.
we ever, or nor could we really ever have, because it's always biased and it's always been based off white supremacy and a status quo. So, with that being said, it is up to us to educate on how to deal and handle with credit and finances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now, yeah, I do pay my daughter tuition. I do pay my daughter's rent and everything, but they have a very keen sense of how to deal with their money. I got them their own LLC.
Not
They
like you're
have
in the
their own
Matrix. You're in the
businesses,
Matrix.
and we're in a fucking matrix. But the thing is, the only way to
Now I'm talking about your phone.
overcome.
There's something going on. You're in the Matrix. Yep. Can y'all hear me? I think your phone going out.
Nah,
That's what I
I'm finna
mean
get
about
on.
you in the Matrix.
That's hilarious. Let me, let me, get,
So
get
look,
down
so
Bluetooth.
look, so so look. I'm gonna go on what you said about the school system and stuff, though, right?
Mhm.
Clearly, clearly, the kid from Mississippi that killed her mom. Clearly,
Mhm.
she got a mental issue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
cause if you look
Definitely.
at the video, if you look at this video, if you look, she just chilling. She not startled. Like she just went in there and killed her mom. Then walked back. She know what she doing. She got the gun
That
behind the
can
thing, grab
be,
the phone,
but
and
that
she
could
just
also
chilling.
be, that could also be emotional immaturity.
That's just where I
She
was
doesn't
going.
know, she doesn't know how to process emotions enough to understand that she's supposed to be startled. There's supposed to be a scared feeling right now. That's taught. Fear is taught.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. A better question is, who's to blame? The parents or the young lady?
I got
Because
one for
you're a fabric of what of glitter in your environment. And sometimes there are those, those situations where somebody has a chemical imbalance. But
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? How do you see things and how were you taught things? Because is this young lady unhappy? Is this young lady has been abused? It's so many different aspects that can be brought into this. You know what I mean? When you get to the point where you don't give a fuck about your parents, there's something much more than just a mental thing. It's more 100% an emotional thing because yeah, it's easy to sit up here. I'm gonna say this. It's been times when I was 16 that I got into it with my mama, but the integrity
and integrity is very important in people's life. The integrity that I was taught kept me from walking down that avenue. Even though there was times that I say, man, I want to slap the shit out of this woman because it was times she was wrong, but because I was a child in them black communities, we always taught you respect your elders, and you know what I'm saying. And sometimes I'm gonna say this: I was always one that always bumped the system and bumped. I booked authority when I didn't. I was always taught, hey, you stand up for what you believe in, whether it's against me or against anybody else, and I stood on that. Although a lot of times it wasn't always implemented, I could stand up against them and I can even prove them wrong, but I still was apprehended because, hey, you're being disrespectful, you're a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right,
Let
right,
me ask
right.
you this
What?
though. Let me ask you this. I like that point you on. Let me ask you this, because you said who's to blame, the child or the parent? I think it's a third option that should go on there.
Go ahead.
Well,
I think the
child.
system. Because let me tell you, let me. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. People are like, "Oh, you want to blame it on the system? You want to blame it on?" But here go my thing. I'm gonna just go from my experience, right? And it's
Hmm.
probably everybody's experience that's on the floor right now. You get up. Some people had the luxury of your parents waking you up to go to school.
Hmm.
I didn't have that luxury every day because my mom and daddy was going to work. I had to really kind of get myself up to go to school. This elementary and summer middle school, right?
Hmm.
So I had to see myself to school. I'm in the
Hmm.
school custody for 8 hours a day, almost 9, 10 hours, depending on if you doing sports or whatever you got going on now. When
Right.
I come home, my parents still going to work, right? So
Hmm.
Right.
I could have been to skip school and everything today without them even knowing.
Hmm.
But
Right.
when they come home, they tired. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, the average household, it's the typical American. Come on, let's go in here and do your homework. What you got? You ain't finna do that every day when you done got the dog mess worked out of you today. You don't want to come home. You don't want to talk, don't do nothing. You don't care what you did. You're getting that when you had a long day at work and this and that. I mean, it's the little thing or whatever. So who's actually raising your kids?
That's a good ass point. But I'm gonna ask you this question. One, what kept you from skipping school? Two,
Hmm.
at the end of the day, when we have kids, that hey, nobody said it was gonna be easy. Nobody gave us an instruction manual on this shit. And there is no instruction manual because we have multiple kids, you know that you gotta raise one a little bit different than the other. But at the end of the day, it is our
I
job
agree.
to raise our children. So with that being said, listen, I'm in Denver right now. I work away from my children. And there's plenty of times I come home and don't want to, but guess what? Parenting is is a sacrifice, just like a relationship. So when you have children, you have to swallow and bite the bullet a lot of times and say, hey, fuck it. Yeah, I have to leave this child home alone a lot. I have to let this child make a bunch of decisions, but I do at the same time have to make that time to instill that integrity that I know that I have into that child. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, if I'll give 13, 12 hours, 15 hours to my motherfucking corporation, I can give that to my fucking kids. So when I come home, fuck how bad I feel, how tired I am, I have to still take that time out and instill that into my child.
Guess what though? Guess what? Hey, Lean, you got to mute up. One of y'all got to mute up. Hey, but guess what though?
Go ahead.
Uh, you thinking like that as a 40-year-old man? What if you 20? What if you
Facts.
23? You just said when you was in your 20s, you would have never did the stuff you was in your 20s as you're in your 40s. So it go back to that 23-year-old. They got a kid, maybe got a 5-year-old. Had a kid when they was 18. Some of them having kids 16. So that you 23, your kid what 8. 7 years from now,
Right.
they 15, you 30. Kid,
Right.
you 30 years old, kid 15,
Yeah.
you still, you see what I'm saying?
My
So
I'm gonna
oldest will
it's
say
be
this though.
21 this month, and I'm
I'm
turning
gonna say
40.
I'm gonna say this, brother. When I had kids, when I say my kids saved my life, they did. It's a lot of shit that I would have done, a lot of decisions that I would have made that completely changed all that shit because there's a certain level of love. So love is sacrifice.
yeah,
So I could have been 5 and had my damn kids. And I'm gonna tell you this, because of my love for them, it's gonna make me make that sacrifice of time to give them that because I want them to have better than what I did. And I thought I had my twins when I was 20. And
yeah,
I felt this way that I feel right now at 40 that I felt then. I feel the same way. So yeah, there are some things that I would think about differently when I now that I'm in my 40s, you know what I'm saying? And then when I'm 20. But that one thing never changed. Because guess what? At the end of the day, when you have kids, that's why people shouldn't have kids until they're ready. And at the end of the day, I wasn't ready when I had kids, but guess what? They made me ready.
yeah,
I can agree with that.
I know
Brittany's
every
back.
woman can,
yeah.
and most real niggas will.
I
So at
Definitely.
the
agree.
end of the day, you gotta teach these damn kids, man. We can't leave it up to the system because the system is created against us.
Exactly. Hey, Lean, you're gonna have to mute your phone up.
He got a lot going
I'm gonna
on.
mute him up. Don't worry about it. I muted you up, Cliff.
I was gonna say, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Oh, okay, my bad, my phone died. But I was gonna say as far as because he was when it died, the guy was talking about the school system. Like, okay, because I'm a teacher, so and I can totally agree with what he's saying because when we have our meetings and they're telling us what it is we're supposed to be teaching and it's really a bunch of bullshit.
Hmm.
Now I do it differently in a sense of I do what I'm supposed to do, but at the same time I try to teach them life. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all it is it's all about a test. For them they want you to teach about a test, how to pass the test, so that the schools can get more money.
Hmm.
That's just to sum it up about what is really being taught. And I'm so sorry, y'all. This guy just jumped in front of me. My bad.
I
But
know you good.
even with the testing, it's we had a meeting not too long ago, and everybody looked at each other crazy because they are now doing it to where the test scores are being based on race.
Hmm.
To
Wow.
They've been
clarify
doing that.
what school district get this money, what school district did you understand what I'm saying? So it's getting to a point to where it don't even matter as far as what
Damn, she left.
Jump in.
Her
He
phone
said
probably shit in the matrix. Hey man, put some clothes
Hey,
on, nigga. I'm fucking
they can see you in the camera.
with
who
We
the fuck
live.
is that?
That's
We
Sean.
don't see that Billy Buddha.
Hey, you know
Get out of
what?
here.
Dang, I had a question to ask her about the teacher stuff, dog. Dang, and she left. Her phone probably was because
Her
somebody probably
phone probably
calling her.
died again. But
And
no, I'll
it's
say for
crazy
me,
because the school system, me as an engineer, out there, I dealt with I had designed the new updated version of Stafford High School. These
Yeah,
motherfuckers have a law program. They have a doctorate program. And it's all about, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, the schools that it's about money. And,
notice I
but you
covered the
got to,
bottle up, Tasha. I ain't mean to cut you off. Notice I covered the name up.
you good, God. Yeah. It's about uh money. And then you got to think about it. What creates money? And what creates money is the status quo. And what the government is actually giving. You know what I'm saying? Because They like, for instance, Obama, for instance, when he was in office,
Yeah,
he pretty much said, "Hey, if y'all don't accept this that goddamn LBGTQ agenda, we're gonna stop your funding." You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So a lot of these schools have to go along with what is presented by the government, and you have to be real careful about what the government is presenting. And that's why I stay away from the news and everything. I go into government websites and look at what these guys are passing, what these guys are are endorsing, what are they funding. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and it may hurt a lot of black people feelings, but I am a Trumper, and I've eaten lunch, eaten dinner with this man personally to know this nigga is not a racist. And a lot of times these the damn news is owned by corporations. And the corporations, and when you don't go with the status quo, like it's they're gonna make you look like a villain. And I'm
yeah.
I'm a
sure us
small
is all
business
black,
owner, so I'm a
all of us
Trumper
is,
myself.
yeah, all of us are black. As black people, we can understand that. And it hurts me to see that our people
I
have
think Mia got
the.
something to say about that Trump stuff. Go, though, go.
Please say something about it, because I'm willing to give facts and not emotion about it.
But dude,
You know what
look,
I'm saying?
time out. Look. I gotta say this. By
Like,
no way, any way, shape, or form, we are not trying to tell nobody who to go vote for. So
There
if you
we go.
watching this
Thank you, bro.
video, we
I know
definitely
you
not
on that.
trying to tell nobody who to go vote for. Go
There
vote
we
for
go.
who you feel like is the right person for you to
For
vote for.
you.
We not trying to sway nobody's vote. And at the same time, another thing too, I'm gonna just go out on a limb. Nothing that's finna be said is an actual factual. You need to go look it up on your own for yourself. So if anybody say something that is a fact, I'm gonna overrule it and say it's not a fact until you who watching this video go look it up for yourself and decide. All right,
And that
now
way,
carry on.
I love that, God. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
this. Don't believe shit I'm saying. Go prove me wrong. That listen, that's my motto. Don't believe shit I'm saying. Go prove me wrong. And with
everybody's
that,
their own opinion. If
yeah,
you, that's why we live in a, a democracy where you can pick. If you don't like this, you pick something. If you don't like that, you pick something else.
yeah, we
And
don't live in a
Amen.
democracy, love. We're in a republic. That's why your pledge allegiance said, "Into the republic in which it stands." They give us the illusion of a democracy.
so if you want to vote for Trump, if you want to vote for Kamala Harris, if you vote for whoever, vote for whoever you want. It's
Yes,
up to you to make your decision. If you want to eat chicken for dinner or you want to eat pork chops for dinner. Some people don't eat pork. That's
there
their.
we go.
I eat pork chops.
Lord
Because we want our
Jesus,
full.
Lord Jesus. I'm gonna say this though. I
Everybody,
just a bit of education for our people out there. People, we never have, nor we will ever will decide the president. That's the electoral college.
if we won't, if we
We
decide,
we never decided.
Right, definitely. Now I can agree with that. That's fact.
Yeah, you
some
know what I mean.
people the most to vote, then they're gonna.
Our votes is just literally like a show, but because the popular vote, you know what I'm saying, it never ever decided the presidency.
Right. So we're just like right now. I could have voted today, and I was going to, and I had my mind set to go early vote and all that. Then I was like, man, I'll wait till Tuesday because I'm not even sure if I want to vote because no matter what I vote for, they're gonna
I'm
get
not
what
gonna
they're.
say that. Well, I don't know if that to be a fact. I mean, everybody votes counts. All right. Let
I
me
know
say that.
everybody,
Municipally it
but
does.
Yeah.
it really. I was watching the news today while I was sitting here cooking, and it's like they had so much this and that back and forth. So it's like, okay, till Tuesday to vote and make up my mind then on Tuesday.
because it's a whole show, TV shows, and how much money can you put on the TV?
All of it is. It's a programming. And
Yeah,
until we realize it and jump out of it and stop participating in it, it's not gonna stop. It's
radio
working. So they're gonna keep doing it.
shows raise money for businesses and schools and hungry kids. You raise so many millions of dollars for a campaign so you can put yourself on the TV, but what are you really doing?
There we go. There
What do you
we go.
I,
Because
I always encourage
these
people to go
people,
vote for your local people. Like that, I
that
think that
municipally, yes, sir.
Definitely. Yes, that yes.
Municipally, yes,
vote
sir.
Yes.
for matters?
That's the only vote that counts.
That's what matters is who you vote for locally, who's in your neighborhood, who's going to do something for your because the president doesn't know where you, but maybe your local person or your local congressman or whatever does, and they care about what's in the neighborhood.
I hate to say this, sadly, but even those people don't even vote for our president. They just have more influence in the government as far as laws and legislative things. But honestly, the electoral college is comprised of the sons, grandsons, and nephews of big businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, you know what I'm saying, that's who decides. And that's who a lot of these guys are endorsed by. And the reason why I'm a Trumper is because he literally don't need an endorser. The motherfucker endorsed himself. You know what I mean? And not only that though, it kind of fucked with me a little bit. The fact that when these people that went through Barrel, it happened and they said we don't have any more funding, but y'all got billions of dollars to send to Ukraine and to send over there to Israel, and those not even the real Israelites. That shit was set up in the 1940s after World War II by the Rothschilds. And like I said, don't believe shit I'm saying, everybody. I'm not trying to convince anybody. Don't believe what I'm saying. Go prove me wrong. Those Jews were set up in the 1940s. And with that being said, they sending all that money over there, but we can't have money to take care of home. When they said Trump is a nationalist, I can respect that because that means I'm gonna take care of home before I take care of all this bullshit outside of here. Like I'm out here in Denver, and all these goddamn illegals. I don't know what the fuck it is about Denver, but they love it and they
Oh
here.
no, they over here too.
Man, what?
I work at
Like
a
the
postal
border,
plant, so I own a private mail center, so I
right?
see all of the transitions happening. And when I tell you we have so many Spanish speakers, and I'm not talking about Mexico, I'm talking about all of the Spaniards, the El Salvadorians, the even the Spanish Africans. Like we
Mhm.
are filled with them right now, and that's a lot of my client base.
That don't alarm y'all because a lot of these
It
people
alarms
come over
me.
here military age. That don't like listen. There's an invasion going on, a silent invasion that we don't even know about.
yeah.
I think they taking their land back because it ain't really ours.
Well, I'm half Aboriginal American. I'm Creek half Creek Seminole. So this is my motherfucking land. You know what I'm saying? I'm not African American. So with that being said, like like they taking like these Argentinians stay in Argentina. At the end of the day, I'm a nationalist. At the end of because they're coming over here cutting down a lot of people when it comes to work because it's a lot of man out here. These motherfuckers, like, you know what I'm saying. I had my dealer's license. I had my so I was able to go to auctions. These motherfuckers going to auctions, getting the dirtiest and the hardest, the worst cars, flipping these hoes, and I'm talking about they not even fixing them up, and they selling them at dirt cheap prices. And people that really
Mhm.
flip cars that are at prime value. Like they're not getting any play because of the simple fact these motherfuckers and all it takes to get a citizenship now is like literally going on the website. You able to get your citizenship within a couple of days instead of actually going through the due process and going through that shit
Well,
so
it's
these
more than a
motherfuckers
couple
can
of
evict you.
days. I
Huh?
help with I have
That was a hell of
connections
a
with
word,
the
due
Mexican
process, boy. I like
consulate,
that.
and it takes way longer than a couple of days, but
No,
it
no, no, no.
is
Not not
easier
not
than
on
it
that
used
not
to
on
be.
that site that they doing now. It's a new site that they just put out. You can literally go online, you can use a fake ID, anything, and get your fucking residency.
Hold
Go
on.
through the due process. JD Vance talked about this shit. And it's crazy. So they doing this shit and allowing these motherfuckers to vote for our president.
That's part of the plan. That's how we got free.
Hold
Remember,
on, wait. So you
it's
telling me
just
they
to
don't
keep
have to
this
be a
up.
U.S. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta stop. So
Yes,
you
sir.
saying it's a website out there
Yes,
that you
sir.
can just apply and be a U.S. citizen
Within a
instantly?
few days. Within a few days. Yes, sir. They tried to cut your boy JD Vance off because they didn't want him to put that information off.
We
If
don't
you
know
go look
that
at
to
the
be. We don't. Well, we try. Yeah,
don't believe what I'm saying, go prove me wrong. That like
yeah, go
they
prove them wrong, y'all.
please y'all. They tried to cut him off during a debate, and he didn't stop. He was like, "Fuck that," and he laid it out. I went and fact checked this shit my damn self, and I like, "Get the
Yeah.
fuck out!" Like it
Hmm.
literally is that fucking easy. You don't have to go through the due process no more. And at the end of the day, how far does democracy goes? Does it because there has to be a cap on it? Because if democracy goes so far, anybody can do what the fuck they want to do. There has to be some sort of control.
These people don't know what they want to do. They want don't know what
Hey,
they want to do. They want a leader.
man, I'm damn near starting to feel like the damn forefathers because you know what they said. That's the reason why we're not a democracy, we're a republic, and they gave the image of democracy because they Andrew Dick Jackson said himself, the people don't know what they want.
But let's circle back around to the 15-year-old.
I'm sorry, y'all. Damn, I took
Oh
y'all
He
no, we
all
went
the way
good. We
like.
he
good.
went to Alaska.
My apologies, y'all. My
No,
apologies,
we
y'all.
good. Watch this
Yeah,
here.
You good? Okay, okay.
Watch
I
this
know
here.
my boy
But
looking
listen,
this shit up.
he go.
I love this shit.
Watch this here. Cause it's still on the same topic. You know what I'm saying? But I got something else I want to add to it though.
What you got? Mm. Did you? Did you have a clue?
No, I didn't. But look, let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this. Like
Hmm.
we living in a time where if they don't want to be a rapper, why our youth don't have a clue of what they want to do in life? They
I
either
can't
want to be
Who?
a
answer that because my
rapper.
kids don't have that problem.
Okay,
I'm a,
because you in there. You in there, you doing a good job. Congratulations.
man. Listen, man. I hate to keep going political.
But
I'm gonna
look,
say
check
this.
this out though.
I'm
Check this out. Check this
a,
out. Let me just say this right here. For a youth that's out there listening,
yes.
you can go get a trade and be a train conductor. You can go be a train conductor. You can go drive a train.
Make 6 figures easy.
Easy.
And you get
Easy
the best
money.
retirement
You
in the world.
21 years old. You say, you know what? I don't know what I want to do. Let me go get a license to
Retire at
drive a
30.
train right quick. It's so much stuff you can be. Man, you go be an FBI agent. Why we don't have more youth want to go be a cop?
Can I go and
We
sprinkle a little
brainwashed that
seasoning?
out.
Let me go and sprinkle a little
Go ahead,
seasoning.
sprinkle
Let me
it.
sprinkle a little seasoning on this shit. One, like in the times we're in right now, social media has fucked us.
Yep.
Yep.
And not only has social media has fucked us,
Yep.
but like, ladies, I love you guys. I love y'all to death. And I understand that when you guys allow us to lead, that you are really leading. But this feminine movement, that was conducted by the FBI, and the lady that started the actual feminine movement was an agent of the FBI. And don't believe what I'm saying. Go prove me wrong. Uh,
That's the
That's
hey.
the motto.
That's
Don't
his
believe what I'm
that's
motto.
saying. Go
hey,
prove me
I'm
wrong.
gonna
Go
tell y'all
prove me
this.
wrong.
Y'all,
I
hey,
And
on
love
this
come to the
it.
podcast,
stage and
y'all
let's
can
talk
have it.
about it.
Y'all can have it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it has gotten to a point where women has gotten to the where they are so independent that they want to focus on their careers and not be mothers. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm like I said, I told you I'm half Aboriginal, I'm half Cuban. In the Cuban community, we are strong believers that hey, the man go out, go make that bread, and that woman, yeah, we're gonna stay. She gonna stay home. We're gonna take care of her. We're gonna do everything she needs, because at the end of the day, if she's home, those children has a role model at home on what to do in life. But nowadays, because women are so big on letting me go out here and do this and make this money, and at the same time, men are to blame too, because we got a lot of sorry ass niggas out here.
We was
Excuse
kind of
my
forced
language.
into it. Yeah. We were.
Excuse my language. You got lot of sorry ass niggas out here that don't want to do their job, step up and be men, and and that goes back. You know what I'm saying? Back
It
to the
go back to
70s and
this. It go
80s.
back to that.
It go back to the 70s and the 80s, but with that, I don't want to take the subject back into politics again. But at
No,
the
but
end of the
you
day,
say we got a bunch of sorry niggas out here. It go back to should a 15-year-old be certified as an adult? Is they sorry or they just ignorant?
I'm gonna say this.
And it
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
say this:
say on that,
adults are ignorant. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
okay.
why I always say, don't believe what I'm saying. Go prove me wrong, cause I want to challenge everybody to go look up shit they self and become their own person. But at the end of the day, if I'm gonna tell you something, my son, when he was in third grade, he did a project, right?
Okay.
And his teacher called me crying. And I'm thinking my son is in trouble like a motherfucker. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's the problem? And she was like, no, like, I'm so sorry for like coming to you this way. But all these children, they did a project on who's your hero. Their hero was, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Nicki Minaj. My son's hero was me. And she haven't seen that in all her years of educating because she was a little younger. What I'm saying, what I'm getting at is, if there's somebody home to be the hero, we don't have to worry about these damn kids looking up to other motherfuckers who's leading them down a fucking dark ass path.
Look who
Right.
joined me, y'all.
But
She tired of playing with her phone.
Uh-oh.
but it's also society kind of like when we were growing up, your
Hmm.
neighbor would watch out for you when you came
Damn
home,
right.
and you know
My
what I'm saying.
grandmother
You
was
did if
her.
your neighbor seen you doing something wrong, they were gonna call your mom at work. It wasn't no cell phones and internet and all that stuff. Your neighbor was gonna call your mama at her job and tell her what's going on,
You
and then
damn
your
right.
mama gonna tell her to go if she at work. Go help me out,
Yes.
girl, and hold him at your house. Keep him at your house till I get home from work. Now
Yeah.
you can't speak to your neighbors like people. There's no infrastructure
Unity.
anymore. Like you can't say, "Well, hey neighbor, did you see my kids doing anything?" Or if you go knock on your neighbor's door and say, "Hey, I saw your kid at the store, robbing the store. I didn't tell the police, but I'm letting you know you
That's
might want
because
to
everybody's living out of fear.
Yeah.
They've been
talk to them.
watching
Why
social
you
media
worried
and
about what
TV
my child's
programming for
doing?
so long. All they can think about is you setting them up to drag you in
Mm-hmm.
their house and kill them and put them on a
Yeah.
barbecue.
I got my ass whooped by I got my ass whooped by neighbors, then got sent home to get my ass
Right?
whooped again.
You can't do that now.
Yeah,
You
they
can't do
got
that
you
now.
could have a whole fight. You could have a whole war.
If your neighbor saw you doing something, your neighbor would pull you in, would snatch you in that car, drive you home, call your mama, call your grandmama. But now nobody knows each other.
Nah, that's a big fact. That's no
I didn't
community.
have my mom growing up or my father, but I had a grandmother and all her siblings, and every single one of them. I never had a free day. I was sheltered.
Hey,
And
we
see,
I had burglar bars on the windows. I wasn't sneaking out. It was just, I didn't even leave the yard until about 17 years old. And that was because I was like, you know what? I'm taking the whooping today. I'm sick of it. I'm going to
oh
the corner
shit.
store.
and see,
And
that's
that was
how
the
I
relation.
wasn't
relationship
taking
of
that
my
ass whooping.
life.
I wasn't
That's
taking that
how
ass. I wasn't
you
taking that
know.
ass whooping.
Hey, look, check this out. Check this out. Let's do
And
this. Let's
see,
do this. Go, go. I ain't gonna. I'm finna say let's switch. We still on the same thing, right?
Right.
But we gotta teach it back because this is what I wanted to go to, right? Because this is deep, right? So, and then I know y'all know about this because this happened on North Side, y'all community. It was real big. So, we got
yep.
HISD coach identified
Oh
as the
yeah.
kingpin, along with the assistant principal charged in the cheating scheme, are out of jail. They out of jail now, right? So 2 of the 3 HISD employees who were charged in connection to a teacher certification cheating scheme that allowed unqualified teachers to work in local school districts be bonded out of jail. So here's a little insight what I do kind of know about it a little bit, right? I don't know much about it, but I know a little bit about it. So what they were allegedly accused of doing was letting teachers pay like $3,000 somebody that's not certified,
Mm.
and then somebody else walking in there to take the test for them to
Wow, Google.
certify them so they can go teach or whatever, right? But I'm hearing now that
Whoa.
teachers are so short that you don't even got to be certified to go in there and teach right now. That's what I'm hearing
What?
right now. And this is deep because this all go back to the 15-year-old, right?
Oh, wow.
But they have what they're calling it now. Basically, they're paraprofessionals. That's the title that they're giving them.
Yeah, that's why
Is the
motherfuckers need
student
to be
loans
paying.
still forgiven?
So here go my
They
thing,
still
right?
forgive your student loans if you're a paraprofessional?
No, you're
Here
not
go my
getting
thing.
all the benefits.
Now
They just be
I ain't gonna lie. Now they say it was about $1 million made on this, right? Now I know, money, if it's at the access, it's a temptation. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they only
Yes,
pissed off
sir.
because they weren't able to tax it.
But that's true. If they even did this though, like because this is the little insight I do kind of know. The little testing area is over there on the southwest side, right? Right. It's
Mm.
supposed to be over there on the southwest side. This was somebody that told me. And they go over there, and it's like they don't even see how you can even get away with even doing it. It's like, man, you got to go in. You telling me that this person checked in with another person ID, this and that, or somebody, however that went. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real strategic. It's really politics at this point. You know what I'm saying? To get away with something
Yeah,
like that. So
I'm
I
gonna
think
say this.
they said on the
going back
news.
into the
Me
voting,
personally,
I
I don't
think
know
I,
enough
I
about the
ain't.
situation, so I'm not gonna speak on
But
it too
look,
much.
I ain't accusing. I'm not going to accuse the chick, the district attorney chick, Kim Ogg. I think it's election time right now. You know what I'm saying? How did and if it is true, this is what we sending our kids to school for. But like, if it's a shortage that bad, why teachers ain't more It's like a truck driver. I look at it like a truck driver. I feel like we on a cops, we on the firefighters, like first responders. I feel like teachers get short end of the stick. I
Big
feel
facts.
like truck drivers get short end of the stick of like being, you know what I'm saying? I'm a truck driver, yeah. I feel like we getting short end of the stick of being like
It's,
first
Everybody
responders,
gets the short end
appreciated
of the
type
stick,
stuff.
though.
I,
Everybody does in some way.
I,
Not
I,
If you
everybody.
don't have the right
Because
I'm
connections or
not.
the
I'm
right
not gonna
people,
lie. I'm not gonna lie. As an engineer, I get treated extremely well. And do I feel like a teacher should get paid what I paid? I feel like they should get paid more. Because at the end of the day, a segue through life, you have to go through a fucking educator. Educator should be the highest paid profession,
Yeah, I
period.
agree.
Yes, they're
Because
one of the
then, but
lowest.
because at the end of the day, if you get had that at the pinnacle of things, motherfuckers would teach at their best ability. Let me tell you something. I'm so fucking far ahead of what I need to do when I need to go to work because I get paid so well and I want to keep that pay because of my salary. I'm gonna do my job so fucking well that hey,
Mhm.
I need like I can elevate in some type of way. I feel like teachers, like you said, brother, teachers and and drivers, because people don't understand what how trade and shit goes on and how important motherfucking truck
Don't
drivers
forget about
are.
us small business owners that's paying taxes like these
You got
big corporations.
you got to understand. I am although I am an engineer, I do have a small business too, and my daughters do as well. But
Brick
the
and mortar.
things the things that the brick and fucking mortar, these things are the things that build up our communities. These are things that build up our nation. But at the end of the day, I feel like an educator should be the highest paid because in order to get anywhere, there's some sort of an educator you have to go through.
Yeah,
And speaking on that, also too, me being an educator is really hard.
Oh yeah.
You have just as simple as you might be a quick learner, but then you got this one over here who mentally going through things at home.
Hmm.
You understand? So you're trying to work with this one, but then you don't want to leave this one behind because this one is getting it, but you got to
Right.
slow it down. But then it's, you get what I'm saying? So it, as the teacher, it's
it's
kind of
not
like
balanced.
it's
You're a
not balanced.
psychologist. You're a psychologist. You're a counselor. You're a teacher. You're a mother. You're a
Everything.
father. You have so many hats in that position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I have to go crunch numbers, do a little physics, do some calculations, go to a fucking desk and do what I need to do and make sure. And of course, what I do because I'm a civil engineer and I deal with structure, so I make sure the shit that's over your head is steady enough to keep you alive and not implode on you. But it's nothing worse than a person that's gonna implode on themselves that can implode society. And at the end of the day, I still had to learn all this shit through
I
an
like that.
educator.
Mhm. Oh,
I had to learn through an educator.
and don't forget about us having to deal with parents.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Don't
I was
forget
and
about
about
to go there.
me,
That's why I
like
was about
me,
to
don't
go.
because
forget about
I
parents.
go
Come on
crazy
now,
for my
because I'm gonna
kids.
be up there, baby. I'm talking to you.
I
Look,
go crazy
But
for
but
my
I'm just
kids. I ain't
saying,
gonna lie.
I'm being
Look,
real.
that's why
I'm
I was
one
about
of
to
them,
go.
and I want to apologize to you right now,
So
cause
look,
Look,
we're
I
gonna
am.
take it
I'm
back. We're gonna
saying,
take it back to the front. Watch this here. This is a question for you. It's gonna go back to the front. Should a 15-year-old be class certified as an adult? Now this girl killed her mama,
uh-huh.
then manipulated the phone and tried to kill her stepdaddy.
Uh-huh.
Imagine how she probably go to school and talk to her teachers. I don't know, but
She
I know
probably in
some.
love with her
I
teacher
know when I was in
because she
school, I
looking
just
for
seen
shit.
people talk bad to their teacher. I'm talking
one
I
of
about
the
have,
teachers looked at him was
but
like,
bad.
people,
"Is the
you
man
know what's
right?"
crazy about that
and
God is
and the
that the
parent
fact,
will come to school act like they teacher ain't did no wrong. I
right?
mean, act
I'm,
like the stunt child ain't did no wrong. What
hey,
do you
But
have
God,
to
here's
just
the
say?
thing with that though. You got a lot of young-minded teachers right now. They coming
Yeah.
straight out of
they
college,
Yes.
like
babies,
they say they
Yes.
hired anybody.
Yes.
Now, I'm the type of parent. I'm gonna go ask both of them. They both on
Right.
trial. Okay, give me your version. Give me your version.
And that's
Because
yeah.
you gonna get three versions.
I'm gonna say this to y'all. A lot of times when kids are like that, they are in love with their teachers because the teachers are the only segue they have for health and mental health because their parents aren't there. So a
Yeah.
lot of she probably is the teacher's pet,
I
but at
just
home
said
she's
this.
hell.
Yeah.
I just said it
That's
earlier.
not true. I've
Who's
actually had a
raising your
teacher.
kids?
It's true.
There
I've
we
actually
go.
It's true and it's not true.
I've
It's
actually
both.
had a teacher who
I
was
can say
literally
it's
having
both.
a bad day with her spouse or whatever was going on at home,
Mhm.
and came in, looked at my kids are judged off of their looks.
Mhm.
People judge us by our looks, but
But
don't
we're not talking about the teacher.
communicate
We're
with
talking
us.
about we're talking about the child. You know what I mean? That
He
child
was very
probably
respectful. He didn't do anything wrong. She even
no.
called and apologized and told me I was right. But I
No,
had taken it
I've met
personally.
your children. Your children are very
Let me
respectful. I'm
let me
talking
let
about
me take
this
go. Let's go,
this
go,
this
go.
this this one child that killed her parents. What I'm saying is, when she goes in, she probably talks to her teacher about everything because she probably can't talk to her mama. She probably like you know what I'm saying have a love for her teacher
Okay.
that
Okay.
she don't have for her mama because she don't get that at home. She's
Right.
probably getting at school what she's not getting at home. Like the God said himself. Like that's what he was saying. Like who's raising your children? So at the end of the day, if she's being neglected at home and shown more love, because we all had that one teacher that went out their way and that's just not doing it for a paycheck, but that's really it's a career. She really
Right.
give a fuck about our kids,
And,
give a fuck about
and
us,
you know
and with
what?
that,
I'm cutting you real quick because you
go ahead,
just
love.
said that. You just said that, and that's really what the problem is too, because you have so many teachers out there as well who they're just doing it for the check. It's
Hmm.
a lot of them just doing it for the check. See, me, I love my job. Number one, because I love kids. Period. I've always loved kids. That's just me. And my grandmother had 18 children, so I know nothing but children. You get what I'm
Right,
saying? I
right,
love my job. So it goes into also too, like I said, you got a lot of them out there who just doing it for the check. So they don't care if your mama talking to you. They don't care if you get what I'm saying. Like we don't
right.
have no old school. We ain't got no Miss Joneses no more. We don't know what Miss Jones was.
Miss Smith and
We
Yeah,
Inwood.
Miss
Listen,
Right.
a
yeah.
motherfucking administrator put me in jail because she found out while me and her wasn't together, I was sleeping with my ex. She put me in jail and lied. Like I feel like there's a psychological evaluation that should be taken. Because if you can get emotional to the point where you can put a person in jail and lie on them, I can just imagine what you do to these kids when they're getting on your fucking nerves.
We're not just gonna slide by it like that. What administrator? This happened as an adult or as a child?
I wouldn't be put in jail as a child. God damn it. I'm talking about
Okay, you.
I was dating a fucking administrator. Like she was a principal, a teacher, and then she became a superintendent. And she literally, because of emotion, it's Fort Bend County. Her name, fuck it. Hey, guess what? Her name
I'm
is
being
I don't do
Pamela.
transparent.
that. Don't do that. Don't put her name
Uh,
out there. Don't do that.
man, listen, yeah, because
Don't,
I
don't put
listen.
this on the internet. It's going on and don't put that. Don't do that. Don't do
You're
that.
right, bro. Because I'm real big on proving wrong, though. But yeah, she put me in jail, and of course, it all got thrown out. But you got to think about these type of people are dealing with our children. There's no psychological evaluation that is being done. So these are regular human beings that have emotions, that have you know what I'm saying, different spiritual thoughts that have a lot of different variables that make them make their decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to be extremely careful about that.
I mean, because I've called the police on myself before behind
Man,
if you got me up. I'm gonna call him before you even get to the phone. He go my phone. I'm gonna call him on myself.
man,
So
that
that
damn near
means
just
that
passed out and I'm
everybody
laying
is
down.
included in the blame.
I'm damn near
Everybody
just
as
passed out.
adults for
Yeah.
that child. Everybody's included in that because there are everything that she grew up around, the teachers who weren't paying attention,
Mm-hmm.
the parents who weren't paying attention. There were signs there.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
always signs before destruction.
Yep.
No, big facts.
Yeah.
Cause I seen signs before she sent me to jail, but I
You are
ignored the motherfucker. I ignore the motherfucker and say, you know what? Let me see the best in her. Listen, if a motherfucker
You
don't see
want
the
to see
best
the
in
good.
themselves, if they don't see the best in themselves, why the fuck should I? Cause so I learned that lesson the hard way. But like to get back on topic, I'm sorry, like the teachers should be the highest paid profession in the country. Hands down.
The highest paid though.
Yes.
Because
And
I mean, because
I'm an engineer. You
I
gotta
mean, I'm not
What
realize.
about
disagreeing, but I'm
doctors?
just want to, yeah.
I
Now
Doctors
you
see
don't
gotta
get
it.
think
paid
about
for
it.
the
Who
high.
doesn't go through an educator to
So
get
let me
where
ask
they
you
at?
this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Because we said earlier that, and then they certifying the teachers or whatever, they getting paid doing a little scheme. But now now you can get hired as a teacher uncertified. So you saying you can get hired on the spot to be a teacher now?
yep.
No, because thing is, well, I feel like there most definitely should, just like in citizenship, there's a due process that should be gone through, and to be a teacher, there's a psychological evaluation that should be gone through to
But
be
I'm
a
saying the
teacher.
hiring process right now
Oh,
today. What's the hiring process of being a teacher?
oh, it's horrible.
You can literally just like the school. I work at just no, I ain't gonna see it. We on the internet
You can
anyway.
get a
But I worked
certificate.
out. But
Get a
you can
certificate.
literally go in and just ask if they're hiring. Do
So
they
wait a
need
minute,
any
wait a minute.
teachers?
This is gonna go deep.
Cut my
Oh
legs off and
no.
call me shorty. Oh
Can I
hell no.
wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait,
You
wait.
heard it. I heard it too.
So you sitting here telling me,
Shit.
you
Whoa.
telling me I can get hired as a
Yep.
teacher before I can get hired being a prison guard?
What?
Because it's it's
The
such
market
a
is
shortage.
Nobody
Right
wants to
now,
do it. Everybody tired of doing
nobody,
people
right? Nobody. And then I have at the school that I'm at, I've seen so many young people come in to be a teacher, and within 3 weeks they gone.
I know you ain't
Yeah.
got to answer this, but you got to be with HSD. Got to.
Stop
Goddamn.
here.
Yeah, don't say that, woman.
Man, you
You
telling me
asked
you
me.
can get
I want you to get
hired.
fired.
Yeah, you can. It is that simple to come in there and become a teacher. It, like the scale is so. It's really based on.
Whoa.
Can y'all hear? Can you hear?
Yeah.
It's
y'all hear us?
Whoa.
Can y'all
I
hear?
got a
Yeah, yeah,
headache.
yeah.
Okay, but it's really on some. Like I say, the shortage right now. It's just like a now hiring. You go somewhere, you see a sign that says now hiring.
That's
Hell,
crazy.
you got people, you got
Whoa.
principals and things. That hey, do you know somebody who needs a job?
What?
Okay, so
You
what's the
know what?
benefits of being a teacher? Like, let's go into the benefits.
That's a good ass
Like
question.
I'm
It
going
Yeah,
to
like
gotta
what's
be,
the
goddamn.
benefit? What am I
You got
like
retirement,
health insurance, everything?
health
What's the
insurance.
benefits?
You get
So
health
you got good health
insurance.
insurance.
Yes, I do. Honestly, I do.
Excellent.
Yes.
What about life insurance?
What's the starting salary? Go
Say
ahead,
it
bro.
again, sweetie.
What about life insurance?
Yes, you do have life insurance.
Excellent.
Ask my
Excellent.
question, bro.
Ain't too much money coming up out your check for the life insurance.
No, I love my shit.
Ain't too much money coming out your check for the health
I'm a
insurance. The
business
medical.
major.
Now the health insurance with it being, I have me and my children, so it's a little like it's about. I'm on the internet. Shit, it's
And
a
then you
little
get a
close
whole
off.
summer off, right? You get a whole summer off.
Yep,
And
and
Y'all
you
get
can
free.
switch
furloughed,
your
right?
check. You can make
Y'all
it
get
to where
So
you
furloughed,
that's
can
what
right?
we're
take
not
this
talking
time for the
about.
summer.
So when
It's
school out, you don't got no job and you still get paid
yes,
Yeah, they get furloughed.
to sit at home.
God damn.
yeah. And if you want, you can do summer school.
Hot girl summer.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot girl summer. Yeah, for real. No, for real
God
though.
damn, man. All the thoughts for the VP teachers.
Telling me, but no, time out. Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this. Cause she didn't really laugh on that. I like that. She didn't really take that like a real Black
It
thing.
was a joke.
So
I
your
apologize.
summer, no, I'm just asking the question though. So when your summertime hit,
Oh yeah, we
are you
always.
preparing to be the best teacher you can be during the summer? Like NBA, NFL players, they working on their game, they working on their
Right.
craft in during the off season. So like, are teachers working on man? You know what? I can kind of come like this at these kids, and are you game planning for when school
Your
start?
lesson plans and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting different
You
ideas, different things, doing all of that. But see me, I do that, but I do hair too. So
see, that's your career. It's a lot of
Yeah.
people doing this as a job. So you could, damn well it's hot girl summer for them. I ain't gotta go to work. I'm gonna go out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw this ass. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like her, she's really,
That's
what I'm
not.
saying,
But see, here's
planning
the
to
thing
be.
You know what?
again,
I don't understand that age of women. To be honest,
because
I
Man, it
don't.
ain't just
I'm
this
not a
age
hot
because
girl, summer type girl. My hot
man,
stops at
Tosh,
like 9
I,
p.m. I be
hey,
tired.
you
Hey
remember
I'm
guys,
you
dead.
remember I used to be a bodyguard for Kiati, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. When Fetish and V Live was open, he's MCing there. There was literally a third grade teacher that used to dance at that bitch. Listen. I cannot make this shit up. I won't put her name out there. But she used to go to school during the day and teach these kids and go to the club at night and throw that ass. And I asked her like, "Hey, what if one of your students'
So I mean,
father?"
he's saying real life stuff like this. What's really going on? Go.
yeah. But see, when I look at being a teacher, I need to be a teacher at all times.
Wow.
So
I
therefore,
like.
And
I
you
respect
carry
that.
certain statuses,
because
you
at
have to
the end of
carry
the
yourself
day,
different.
not only that, I'm everybody knows what I do. So therefore, when I go to church, I still need to be a teacher. When I'm dealing with my kids, I still need to be a teacher. Regardless, so I
Ooh,
have to carry myself. If
that's a
that's the
fucking
title that
man.
I have to carry myself like that at all times.
You down there
I
made me go
agree.
to start
I
shouting in this
own a
motherfucker.
facility that's federal. I'm the same way. It's certain things I can't be caught doing. If I
Right,
have a night where I feel like, you know what, I want to let loose, I go to a bar with old people.
right.
They're
Yeah.
all 60 and up. And we might have a drink. We're going to listen to a little
Watch
Johnny
this.
Gill or Marvin
I got.
Gaye, and I'm going home.
Where you
I
going?
got someone finna go on this subject. I got
Yeah.
someone finna go on this subject. Are teachers doing too much?
And
So look, let me go here. Let me go here. Right. You got TikTok, you got Instagram, all that. Man, a lot. That's why I don't got no TikTok though, because TikTok is. I ain't
I
gonna
don't
lie,
either.
TikTok, motherfucker.
I don't
But
have one
look,
either, bro.
so, but when I did have, when I was on TikTok, or whatever, and it's on Instagram too, though. I see teachers, you know what I'm saying? They got their social media, they doing their little thing, whatever. But when I was in school, we had some fine teachers when I was in school, this and that, woo.
Mhm.
Like today's age,
Bye.
you can have a fine teacher and then go on Instagram and look at her walking in the bikini with her booty cheeks showing. Like, wait a minute.
Man, I can't lie to you, brother. I'm gonna lie.
Oh, so like I'm just saying, like,
Ooh.
cause like it's a whole reputation as a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, your
that goes,
teacher.
but that
I'm
goes back to:
ooh.
are you doing it just to do it, or are you
As a
doing it
career.
for the love of it? Or
Great.
am I gonna be? And it like I said with me, I'm a teacher year round. I'm an example. I have to show no matter where I go, no matter what I do. Just as simple. One of the teachers was talking today, and he was saying, because Halloween was yesterday. One of the kids from the school had trick or treated at his house,
Mm.
Okay.
just random.
Yeah.
Now, what if this man opened the door, smoking a blunt, open the door? You get what I'm saying? What if he
Yeah, I
did
got you.
that? You see what I'm saying? So
I
it's
got you.
all about: are you just saying that? Oh yeah, I'm a teacher. Or I'm a teacher. and you
I'm,
Th-
I'm
stand
gonna
That's
on
say,
it.
I'm gonna say this. Even it goes down. I'm gonna say when I first got on, you remember when I said, oh, I was talking about integrity, right?
yeah.
Like integrity is what you stand on as a person, your moral fiber.
Okay.
And I know that my principal loved what she did, and she did it well. It didn't stop her from sleeping with me while I was in high school.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, it happened. It happened, brother. Tasha, yeah.
So you slept with your principal?
I was fucking her since my sophomore year, all up until my damn freshman year in college. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm not ever gonna put no names out there, but I'm sure
Oh,
Tasha
you
know.
don't have to.
Like I was a very desirable person in high school, and I some of the administrators, teachers, and they desired me as well. And I'm gonna say this: integrity goes anything. And I thought that was the shit when I was a kid. But growing up, having kids of your own, and having a son, and realizing he has the same charisma you had, it
Hey,
pisses you off, and
look,
it
let's go
makes
to the
you.
beginning of this. Let's go. Hold on, whoa, wait, wait, wait. So how this even happened? Like,
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
good.
let's go to the
Let's go
beginning.
back.
So
Let's
like, yeah,
rewind.
like
Wait,
how y'all
wait,
started
wait a minute.
vibing, like, or she was coming
Way
at
back.
you, or you start shooting at her. How this
No,
happened?
Popcorn,
I'm
like
gonna say this. Okay, uh, I was on the road, like I was on Team USA. I was a professional athlete, and during that time, I was on the road to becoming a professional athlete. And
Basketball, football, what?
no, I was a fighter, boxing at the time, and martial arts. So you know what I'm saying? Like school was getting
I'm
some
his
pretty good.
witness. That's true.
Yeah, like school was getting some pretty damn good publicity because of.
And you in the tenth
So
grade, sophomore, right?
sophomore.
Okay, come on with it.
So what happened was I was in an advisory class, and that was a substitute. The substitute, I was a funny guy, and he decided to start, you know, the dozens with me. I got the upper hand on the dozens, so you know he like, okay, all right, stop. I'm like, no, you can't tell me when to stop. You started. I'ma stop when I'm ready to stop. So I'm roasting the fuck out of him. He decides to get up and he says, "Get out the class." And I'm like, "No, I'm not getting out the class because you losing." You know what I'm saying? And words that we understand today, you can't be a bitch because you losing. You know what I mean? So he decided to get up, and he thought he was gonna be able to walk me out the class. One thing you're not gonna do is put your hands on me. He grabbed me. He got his face ran all into the desk and all that shit. So they had these phones inside the classrooms. He calls, you know,
The
the
principal.
yeah, and they all come down, and they come down, they surprised as fuck because these motherfuckers just come to my fight, so they know I'm not trying to, cause no issues or nothing. So it had to be something, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so hot, don't nobody fucking touch me because I'm finna move some fucking furniture in this bitch. Everybody has to be whooped in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So nobody want to fuck with me too much. And I'll damn this say her name. She came and she was like, "Boy, come here." She put her arm around my neck, and she was probably the only one that probably could do it. She put her arm around her neck and walked me to the office. So I sat in her office until the end of the day. So
This a
the
hood
but
school? What kind of school is this? In the hood? What school is that?
I went to
Eisenhower,
I went to
baby.
Eisenhower. I went to
Okay.
Eisenhower. So
So it's a
yeah,
black principal.
yeah. So you know what I'm saying? We know we. I'm sitting in the office and shit, and so what happened was the buses came and she was like, "Nah, just wait. I'm gonna take you where you need to go." Okay, nothing. I ain't thinking nothing of it. So she finished doing whatever she's doing and stuff, and it's like damn near 2 hours after school was let out. She we left. I'm in a car with her. We went to her house, and I'm still not thinking nothing of it. Me being an adult now, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a little weird, but we went to her house. She said, "All right, I'm sitting on the couch," and she's like, "Okay, just wait." She came out with some completely different clothes on. It wasn't no lingerie, but it was most definitely some revealing ass shit. She sit on the couch next to me, and she turned the TV on, and you know how a woman cross her leg and put her ass towards you. She put one of them numbers on me. I'm thinking I'm probably like what
Whoa,
14, maybe
nigga.
15.
Wait a minute. God damn. All right, look, go on, go. I mean, I'm just God damn.
I'm like 14, 15. So in my mind, my dick got hard instantly because I always thought she was the fine ass principal. So I stretched and shit, and I quote unquote accidentally ran my hand across her ass, and she didn't do nothing.
Accidentally.
Yeah, quote unquote. I had to do it. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like she didn't do nothing. So I'm like, oh shit, like this shit can't be real. So I did it again. She did nothing. So the last time I did it, I just kept my hand now. She didn't do nothing, so I started rubbing, and shit went to where it was. That lady taught me how to eat pussy.
That's a lot.
I ain't
That's a
gonna lie. I
lot.
don't know if I need to cut this out or what. So you basically saying you sexually assaulted and then report it
Because that's what it
and then
was.
report it because you know why you didn't report it?
He enjoyed
Why?
it.
Should a 15-year-old be certified as an adult?
There we go, bro. Listen. There we go, right there.
You knew
Be-
exactly what you was
Exactly.
getting yourself into.
No, the
Exactly.
thing is, when I started doing the stretches, I knew exactly I had to make sure. Listen, this lady,
And you weren't doing no telling.
listen, I feel like I was a dummy if I would, cause it'd stop the pussy. Hey, we're being real on this
We got
internet
an
right now.
extra head coming in, y'all.
Uh-oh.
And so
So
that's what happened, brother.
so what stopped it? Like what stopped y'all relationship? She ended up finding a dude. Like how long
No,
this happened? How long was this going on?
and like I said, to my freshman year in college, and when I started doing other shit.
So you getting so from sophomore all the way to you a senior, and quote unquote that person was still principal, right?
Yes, even to this day, she still hits me up and still try to get some penis.
Out of line.
You know who it is, Tasha.
Out of line.
I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Oh
If I
wow,
was, I'd be surprised.
That's horrible.
So
this is
should a
this is
15-year-old,
breaking
because
news
of
on
course,
Drink with Your Boy. Wait
because
a minute.
because back then I'm thinking I'm the nigga, but me now having a 16-year-old son, thinking like, hey, if that shit happens to him, I'm finna move some furniture.
Why?
we because at the end
What?
of the
What?
day,
Time out. Let me ask you. That's a great. I'm glad you said that. So if your 16-year-old son, that same situation occurred to him, so you going to report it?
you fucking right now. We damn right. I'm gonna tell you why. Because again, back then I had no idea. I thought I was a cat.
She should have. She
But
He
interpreted.
thinks
now,
the same
but
thing.
now, but now, having a sound mind and having the understanding of how things are, there's no way that a 42-year-old woman should be able to have that type of influence on a 15-year-old child, because that's going to decide a lot of shit in his life. And the thing is, a lot of shit she was saying and doing made me do certain shit because I was hypnotized by the pussy. I had
Y'all
no
keep it going.
idea.
Keep it going. I got to use the
So let
restroom.
me ask you this:
Uh,
do you think that any of it like shaped you into the person you are now? Are
Say
there
it again.
traumas behind it?
No, I mean, because I'm an extremely strong person and I'm a person that does shadow work daily, and
Did you
I've been to
ever at
therapy.
any point have trauma behind it?
Um, I'm I'm gonna just say as a man, no, because again, it just taught me a lot, and I guess
I don't
but
believe that. I think you haven't figured out the trauma behind it.
can I finish talking?
I'm listening.
I'm gonna say again, like I can't necessarily say that there wasn't it created awareness, not trauma. And you'd have to know me as a person to understand what I'm saying. Because
What
being
happened?
what I've been through in life and the growth I've been through life, trauma don't stick with me anymore. And again, a person that on this podcast can attest to that, which is Tasha. I'm not like a regular human being. I I can deal with trauma in ways that a lot of people can't. So it don't stick with me long. But I'll say that being that it wasn't a forced thing, no, that wasn't in the trauma. But were there a lot of realizations learned from the situation that made me have a lot of reservations about a lot of things? Because there is a big difference between trauma and lessons.
Have you entertained her since you've been an adult?
Hell no. Because at the end of the
Say
day,
she
like I
still keep in
said,
contact with you though to this day.
no. She hits me up and she tries her,
How she
she
got your
tries.
number?
She don't have my number. She was a friend on Facebook, so she inboxed me. She don't have my number, and she's a part
Wait a
of
minute, nigga. So you saying she still takes? So she's 61. How old she is right now?
she got to be in the 60s because she's 42 and I'm fucking with.
So she may have been traumatized. I don't know. Dang, that's
She
crazy.
may have been, or she saw a person that was gonna be somebody in life and thought it was a meal ticket. Who knows?
So you saying so? Wait a minute. So this he go another topic within a topic. So you saying that this woman was fine as all I do when now I haven't seen her, but you saying she finds all I does.
Yes, she was. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, she was. Goddamn.
All right, Tasha, let me ask you. Because women could be like, man, that they look like goddamn woo woo woo.
Actually,
Just on your just opinion, we ain't on no funny shit. But I'm saying, was she an attractive lady or whatever? I mean, she cool? She was cool. So
If it's who I think it is, if it's who I think it is, she was good.
so
Okay,
regardless of how cool a woman looks, her mind could still be
fucked up.
fucked up. Yeah.
messed up, and you don't know what she's going through. So you
That's
you probably a
majority of
guy
women.
thinking like, dang, I can't bag her, and like, man, you probably don't want to bag because she mentally not there right now. Like, I mean, if she's 42 and she's a principal, and she would risk her career
Right.
There's obviously
to
something
get
wrong,
out
bro.
there like that, something got to be wrong with her.
I
Gotta be,
agree
because
with you.
at 40, I don't see anything that a 20-year-old can do for me.
At all.
And I've been
Big
shot at. Some of my
facts,
kids,
because I
I
don't even
got
want to
3
deal with a
boys. You
20 year
better
old.
believe they done had some friends be like, ooh, your mama cute. No, quit playing with me. You ain't even had enough go on in your life to even look at me.
Man, listen. At the end of the day, I feel the exact same way as a man. My daughter got like they're in college and they have friends like, your daddy look good, black man. Tell that little ass girl to go find her daddy and stop playing with me.
Ain't
What the
nobody.
fuck? Like, what the
That's
fuck can
another
we?
mental
Other
instability.
than
But
sex,
y'all know in the black
other than
community,
sex, what the fuck can I do? What conversation can we have?
in the black community, there is and I won't even just say black because I've seen other cultures partake in that toxicity as well. But it's no 20 and 40. Come on now, you ain't been through nothing. There's
Ask
nothing
y'all
that a
this.
20-year-old can teach a 40-year-old.
Let me
There's
ask
nothing
y'all
that.
this. Let me ask y'all this. Since we on that subject, so the Patriots owner, since we on that subject, I mean not the
Belichick.
owner, the Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick, the former coach for the New England Patriots, who won like 5, 6 championships.
Yeah.
Belichick is 72 years old,
Uh-huh.
73 years old, and
Uh-huh.
his girlfriend right now today is a 24-year-old.
She running
Money.
a check. She running a check. She waiting on that nigga
Hey,
to
I
croak
feel like
over.
she getting over him more than he getting over on.
Money.
She waiting on him to croak over. The ending result
What?
is
She
make
winning.
it
She
through this
winning.
temporary trauma for me to have a check.
She winning.
But let me
I,
ask you
I,
this though. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this though. He's 73, she 24. Is no laws being broken according to the United States government. You know, the one that
Mhm.
same
Correct.
people that can say that a 15-year-old know you're an adult, you're gonna get tried. So
Mhm.
is it really something wrong with a 73-year-old man dating a 24-year-old woman?
Yes, there's something
I'm
definitely
gonna
wrong
say
with him.
this.
Yes.
I don't say this. I don't think there's anything wrong with it because you got to think about it. Men, if you go statistically and scientifically, we tend to go after women that are more cordial and that can be actually coached because you got to realize even in the Bible it says that you a woman is being prepared for a man. So with that being said, like n- it's hard to lead a independent. It's hard to lead an independent woman, and this gonna hurt a lot of feelings. But it's hard to lead an
My feelings ain't
independent
hurt. I
woman,
done already came to the conclusion.
and there's a difference between an independent woman and an interdependent woman. An interdependent woman is like, hey, yeah, I can fend for myself, but I have enough in me to be able to be submissive. But an independent woman tend not to be so as submissive, you know what I'm saying? And how can a man lead? And a lot of women say, I can I can be in my feminine energy if a man really in his man, listen, at the end of the day, you supposed to live in your feminine energy with or without a man, period.
Now on that,
So
I'm gonna say this on that, and this is from
uh,
experience.
go ahead.
Being a, at the time, being
Mhm,
a single mom,
mhm,
when you are the one who's doing everything,
mhm.
sometimes that masculine takes over.
No, it's called survival. That's not masculine. It's a big difference.
It's survival, yes, but also too it when it comes to, I'm gonna say, relationships, it's
Mhm.
kind of hard sometimes to turn that off when you've
Turn
been
what off?
doing when you've been doing that. I just
Uh-huh.
I've been in my relationship going on 2 years
Mhm.
now, and I can say just in the last year I'm starting to be, you get what I'm saying? Because
I
for
get
so
exactly
long,
what you're saying.
because for so
But I'm
long, uh-huh.
But I'm gonna say this, love. Again, there's a difference between survival and masculine energy. You can easily stay in that survival mind and know, like, hey, at the end of the day, I got to make sure my kids are good because these are not his kids, such and such and such. But that has nothing to do with being a feminine individual and being in your feminine energy. There's
It
no
does.
reason why you should, let me finish. There's no reason why you should be masculine when you have a man. And if you have a man that's feminine, and can't be masculine. It's okay for a man to be feminine and masculine because that's called balance. But when a man can't be masculine with you, then that means you need to do some you searching and you need to do some soul searching at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, being feminine should be in your nature naturally. There's a
Mm.
difference between being feminine
I
and
got a
there's a
question
difference
though.
between being a
I got a question.
survivor. Go ahead.
So I've never really been able to be a feminine woman. I wasn't provided for.
How not? Because every time I've been around you, you've been extremely feminine.
That's because you make me blush. That don't count.
And
So,
blushing is nothing.
so
I
no, but
think
for real,
y'all misunderstand what feminine energy is.
Man,
possibly.
wait a minute
But
though.
I'm gonna
You
say,
just said so. It's the dude to bring the. So you saying it's the guy that has to bring it out the woman? Because
No, it's no
he just
fucking
said
way.
that every time he's around you, he doesn't get that type of energy. So I mean that he's bringing the feminine about you. Then
yes, I agree with that. There
No,
are certain men that can bring it
and the
part of
thing
you out,
is,
but it's very rare.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, I should never have to bring it out of you because it should be in you. Like I said, there's a difference between being a survivor and being feminine. You should always be in your feminine energy because it is what makes you your edified self as a woman. That's what makes you a queen. That's what makes you a goddess. Is having that feminine energy. So having to have a little masculine energy, or I guess you could say survival. That's why I said I think you guys misunderstand what feminine energy is, because survivalists and feminine energy is different. Survivalist is in our natural state to survive, but to be a feminine woman, to be able to submit, to be able to love, to be able to nurture, that is feminine energy.
Okay.
And it's about knowing what feminine energy is. So I can't bring that shit out of you. If it's in you, it's in you. If it's not, it's not. And I have to blame that on whoever raised you.
My mama was a stud.
I have to blame that whoever raised you.
Don't do that.
you know what? I'm gonna say this. I I I, I agree with him on that point right there because and then now I'm gonna say this because with when he just said that Tasha is feminine around him, it's already in her. It just some people brings it out of her, right? I hate this. I gotta switch. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, right?
Switch it up on
Same
us,
same
brother.
topic
Switch
though.
us on
Same
us, my
topic though.
God.
It's like you got a lot of undercover people
Man, I'm about to
that
run.
sit down when they piss. That's dudes, right?
I'm about to run, bro. I'm about to run.
But no, I'm finna say this. You got a lot of undercover individuals that sit down when they piss. That's dudes.
Yes.
But there are certain people that ain't straight. If they encounter, they can't hide it. It comes out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of look at that. I'm just comparing the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's if it's in you, it's no way you can hide it. It's gonna come up at you one way or the other. Like regardless, like if you venom, it's gonna come up at you somewhere or the other. You just ain't ran across the person to bring it up at you. If it's not in you, there's no way it can come up at you because it's not in you.
Simple as that.
I hear
That
it.
makes sense. So like
So
it go back to the principle, right? Somewhere inside of her is something that's going on because she fell victim to messing with a 15-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that 100%, brother.
Like it's something that just she couldn't fight. Something that was inside of her to mess with a 15-year-old kid. So if it's in you, it's in you. It's gonna come out eventually. It's damn near like the what goes on behind closed doors gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
when
if you
son
want to
and
know what a
daughter
monkey
come
ate,
to light.
just wait till they go to the bathroom. It's gonna come out.
Big facts.
I mean, that's how I kind of took that a little bit.
Nah, that's big facts, brother. Because at the end
I
of the
agree.
Because
day,
Tasha will squabble. Like Tasha is not like, you know what I'm saying? Like Tasha gonna squabble. She talk shit, saying this and that, woo woo woo. So I've never just really seen her like, oh, on the
Me
girl stuff. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
listen,
Like
we
that.
me and her, me and
So
her
for you
being
to say
friends,
that
me
and
and her
she
being
didn't
cool.
respond in a way, I already kind of,
Man, me
I
and
was
her
like,
been knowing
damn.
each other since childhood. Like I'm gonna say this, I I hate. And this is no ego intact. I'm a man, and when I say I'm a man, not only am I a provider and I'm a protector, I am that in every sense of the fucking way.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
only can I provide because I make excellent money, but I'm a hell of a fucking protector. And not only protect you physically, but I can protect you mentally. I can protect you financially. I can protect you spiritually. I can protect you emotionally. You know what I mean? And a lot of men tend to miss that mark because they think protection is just goes, oh, I'm gonna whoop a nigga ass for you. No, it goes far beyond that. Okay, am I protecting your emotions and what I do in my actions towards you? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So protection goes so far
How you know?
beyond what a lot of people believe. But at the same time, femininity does as well. I it's no way in me that I can make you he brings out the feminine side of me. No, you either feminine or you're not.
Look, check this out. We got 10 more minutes. We got to wrap it up on this one, right? So
Okay.
this is what we're gonna wrap it up on. Cause we got to talk about it. Cause everybody, it's everybody talking about it. So we got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. He
Now
did
she
that
in and out
shit.
like a
That
motherfucker.
nigga guilty. He going to jail. He been doing it for years. He gonna rot under jail. It is, and all the people who was involved, they need to get ready because the bed's gonna be at their door too. That's
You
my
talking about
opinion.
Diddy?
I think Revelations is just revealing itself. That's all.
That's what
The third
revelations
of the
mean.
stars gonna fall.
That's what revelations mean. Revealing.
Exactly.
Yep.
The age of
Let
Aquarius.
me say this. Let me say this. Is Diddy a victim?
No.
Of what?
He's a victim.
You say no?
Of what?
He
Of
no, he
what?
is. He
A
is.
Okay,
victim
so
of what?
let's go back. Let's go back.
He's a victim.
Let's go back. We're gonna go back to that. I'm asking, is Diddy a victim? We're gonna go back
Mm.
to that.
He's a victim.
We're gonna go back to that. And we're gonna go back to that. So now I ask you again your thoughts on Diddy because somebody must have played with Diddy when he was young.
You know what? I will say
I
that
agree.
all of the performers and artists, you don't ever.
And,
I've
and, and
never
I say
seen
this, I
Diddy
don't
with
know if
hair
Diddy could be
hair
totally
slickers.
innocent. I don't know what he got going on.
He not
No,
I
I
just
innocent.
want to
hear you,
state that on the
but I'm
internet
gonna
first before I
say
even go any further.
just
The
off
man
my
can be
Listen,
wisdom
I
falsely
know
insight.
this your
accused.
platform, brother. Diddy
Yeah.
is not innocent. I'm gonna say this. I know a
Hey,
lot of.
go to your statement though before you say that. Prove me wrong.
Uh,
What?
prove
Research
me
and prove.
wrong.
Yeah, prove me. There you
Yeah,
go.
prove me wrong. Don't believe anything I say, but prove me wrong.
All
There
right.
you go.
And but thing is, what I'm about to say, you may not be able to prove me wrong. Um, I have a lot of friends in the industry. I'm gonna just say that. Remember, I was a professional athlete, and there, this man done a lot of stuff, and, and I'm gonna say this: when it comes to celebrities and parents, it was all consensual. It was all consensual.
I believe
He
that.
never done anything inconsensual. But as far as him dealing with and fucking with men, fucking with the younger kids and shit, it is true. And my name is Daryl Dwayne Nolan Chiles Espinosa. If you want, you know what I'm saying? Do
Yeah.
not blame my brother for none of this shit. This is me talking. He has done a lot of shit. Do I agree with any of it? No, I do not. Do I stand by any of it? No, I do not. The fact that y'all put Michael Jackson on these my allegations and this man didn't do nothing and
Didn't
y'all
do
sit up and
nothing. He
yeah,
was
yeah,
innocent.
y'all sit up and
How
stand
y'all
on
know
this
that
Doctor
though?
man.
was
Yeah,
innocent.
no, no,
How
no.
y'all
Listen,
know that?
listen. Like I
Because I
said,
know his doctor. I'm connected
I'm
to
gonna say
all of
this.
these people.
I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, everybody that end up going against Michael Jackson when they got older end up coming out saying, "Hey, this man didn't do shit to me. My parents coerced me
Oh,
to do this so I can get money from him." And knowing that Michael Jackson is a payer because he's a billionaire, I don't give a fuck about getting a couple
the
$1 billion, so
doctor
I don't
that
have to
they
deal with
claimed
this
is one of
bullshit.
your auntie's doctors. I used to go to him. I was with him through the whole
Right,
trial. I
right.
went and sat and talked to him.
Right, so I don't have to deal with all this bullshit. I'm gonna pay you off because I don't have time for this bullshit. This man Diddy, I know for a F
He
A
did it.
C T S.
I'm gonna
He
say this. Only thing I know he did for a fact. Now he got a lot of suspect stuff going on when I just see him, on camera. This and that. His vibe is kind of off. But one thing I do know he did for a fact,
fuck me, Nim.
actual factuals, was assault and kidnapping. And the reason why I know he did that for a fact because it's all over the internet. You ran down the hallway, butt naked. You had a towel around you,
And
but you
whoop that
kicked
girl
that
ass.
girl like she was a dog, which you should not. Like, I don't even support that. That's crazy. And
You a
then she's
bully.
trying to leave, and you held her against her will, and you dragged her back in. That's
You a
that's
bully.
assault and kidnapping right there on camera.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a bully,
So,
bro.
like,
I hate bullies.
he out of there from that alone to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
I
on tape.
think I believe, honestly, in my opinion, the reason I say he okay, as far as being a victim, some stuff has happened to Diddy, had to for his mind to be that way, and also too, look at his mama, look how she, you get what I'm saying? Like y'all, that's on
You know
some.
who did it, that is?
He was
A Harlem drug lord, I heard.
No,
yeah,
no, no. Not just a Harlem drug lord, but do you know how he got started?
that I don't.
I don't follow celebrities.
Oh,
I really don't care
I'm
about
gonna
them.
put y'all on game. Diddy Daddy was the driver for Frank Lucas.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah. I
Oh,
heard that.
Frank,
Yeah.
Frank Lucas was the driver for Bumpy Johnson.
I
Yeah.
heard that. Yeah.
So Diddy was born into the gangster life. But at the end of the day, is
That
he a
don't mean you
victim?
gotta be that.
right.
No, I'm gonna
Because there's a
say
lot of us
no.
that were born
A
into
lot
it
of
and didn't want
times
it.
you see you be what you see. But I'm gonna say this: his daddy died, got killed, while Diddy was young, like I think like 4 or 5 years old. Diddy
Yeah.
attained the industry the way it is. Diddy had thoughts in his head. Cause there's no way you can give me any type of money to let you fuck me in my ass or for me to fuck you in your ass as a man. I'll fuck you in your ass if you're a woman.
Hey, whoa.
Nolan.
No, you good, but I'm saying like you good though. We ain't gonna what's called. You good. But look, let's say this right here. With that being said with Diddy, right? Do you think that Diddy, if he was getting out there with dudes, do you think he'll still be free if he just lived his truth?
Nope. Well, I'm gonna say this.
I think Diddy
No,
probably
it's
would.
the way he did a lot of shit because he's in jail for trafficking. He was putting kids into this shit. He was fucking with kids. He was fucking on kids. And the thing is, the shit was really happening. Niggas are he's a Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. Yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
He said that. He said Epstein, right?
Yes.
Now somebody just posted the other day with that, and it blew my mind.
He's a
About
Jeffrey Epstein. So with that being said, like I said, I got kids. Anybody that got kids can understand how I'm saying. I'm talking about little boys and little girls. Nah, we finna move some fucking furniture in this bitch. The fuck?
Yeah,
If I see you and put me in a room with you, I'm gonna beat your bitch ass up. Whole ass nigga.
I will say I seen something that was on it was on a news station. It was a big time news station, and it was a guy that said he got some tapes and some transcripts from Kim Porter, and he went in front of a grand jury and testified about the tapes and the transcripts and this and that. And the lady straight up asked him, "Was it? Do you out of all the videos? It was celebrities in the videos too, sex videos, right?" And it he say on the videos, it looked to him that the celebrities were drugged up and they didn't know what they were getting themselves into.
Yes.
But he
And it's
said that
true.
the lady asked him on those videos how many people were underage, and he was like at least 3 of them, right?
It's true, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro.
I just think his
I'm
problem.
gonna say I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell
Damn.
y'all. I'm gonna say this. This is not. This is shit I seen myself. There are some people that sneak some shit inside, and I just happen to know one person that did it. They do deal with younger people, and it's
You
not
know,
just him.
come on now. You saying you know somebody? Damn.
Brother,
Yeah.
listen. Like I said, I'm a retired celebrity. There,
Yeah.
there's there are some young there.
I
I'm gonna
have
say
direct connect, so I know he not lying. I've heard
No,
him
I ain't
say this
saying he
before.
lying. I'm not saying he
that
lying.
there. I'm gonna say this. There are some people in this industry that you would not believe in this shit. I'm not gonna put no names out there. They put these drugs inside of baby oil. They put these drugs inside of alcohol, and when you drink it or when they put this baby oil on you, let me give you a massage and shit. You know what I'm saying? You low key are not yourself, and shit happens. It happens, and I'm that it's a lot of wickedness going on, brother.
So
I
we're
mean,
gonna
I say because I really I gotta go because I gotta get these kids pizza.
no, we're finna wrap it
But,
up.
oh, okay. But I
Go.
just think that the problem is with as far as did he go, never think you higher than God.
He
Never
said
Fact.
he is God.
never think you higher than God because
Fact.
he'll show you.
Yeah, and then I believe in karma too. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
I believe I believe that karma goes as deep as this. Some stuff you may can escape, some stuff you may not escape, but it all depends on what
Well, so you can't
upstairs say.
put karma
Dealing with
and
karma, you'll escape nothing. I can
karma
promise you that.
is really dealing with afterlife.
So let me
That's
ask you this
for
then.
Karma
Okay,
is
so
dealing
look,
with this life too.
this what I mean by it. This what I mean by that, right? I believe if you take somebody's life, you know what I'm
it's gonna
saying?
circle back around.
It can circle back around you and come back on you, and you probably gonna end up in the penitentiary for the rest of your life
Or somebody close
for
to you.
something other than what you did 10 years ago, or somebody may come back around and kill you, or you can take someone's life but you had a damn good reason to do it, and you got away with it, and you probably never went to jail and live happily ever after because the universe said that, nah, you know what, you make it on that. Because just think about how much stuff that you got away with.
You're gonna deal with it regardless. See, you don't.
I'ma
You
say
gotta think
this.
about the aftermath, even if
I'm
it's
I can
I'm
be right.
good
Right, especially in
I'm
the
reason.
room.
I'm gonna say this, y'all. Karma happens in this life and the afterlife. But at the end of the day, everything has a cause and effect. That's exactly
That's the
what
word.
karma. That's exactly what karma
Everything got a
is.
cause and effect.
That's exactly what karma is. So whether we believe it's good or bad or whatever, but there are ways to alleviate karma.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people do have a knowledge of this. Because karma only comes with a conscience. And with that being said, if you kill a person and you have no conscience about it and don't fuck with you, karma does not follow you. You can look into Hindu, you can look into Buddhism, you can look to a lot of shit. They're gonna tell you the exact same thing.
Okay, so we gotta talk
Karma,
about that tomorrow. That's a whole nother part. That's a whole nother topic. We're gonna tap back in tomorrow. What we gonna do? This is the last show, or or the show goes on.
hey bro, I'm here whenever
I'm
you need me to
down.
be.
I'm
I'm here
always
whenever
Already.
you need me to be, God.
Look, drink with your boy. It's going down. We're gonna tap back in.